So I created this little montage to show y'all how I got my dreads and also how my mixed sons got their dreads. You know, it starts off with them with an afro, you know, kind of like an afro, then goes on to show the process of how they got their dreads locked. It starts with my younger son, and then my oldest son, and then me. It's just a little montage just to show y'all how we went on this dread journey in fast motion. Please take 1 second to hit that like button, and then go ahead and just hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you can see these videos. Thank you and enjoy. All right, what I'm doing here, I went and got a little crochet hook to crochet Charles's hair. And so I just been sticking it in and out while I twist it. Just sticking it in and out, you know, just while I'm twisting it to nap the hair up. And then of course, once I get to the tip to give it that blunt shape, I just kind of fold the hair down a little bit and come in at an angle from down here and just pull it in. He's going to tap like this. Turn it, twisting it, pulling it in and out. This is to get that straight hair. Stop, Kendrick.
My hands can still move.
Sitting there like that, and it creates a natural, I mean, I don't know if you can call it natural, but it creates a dread like that. And this will stay like this. You know, you can come and touch it up. You see I also did this one. I'm redoing this whole head this way. I did this one and this one, and this one, I haven't really done that much yet, but you can always come back and retouch them up. And they'll stay like this. And that's opposed to like this one, which he's been getting retwisted, and you see it's trying to lock up. It's starting to lock up. But if you take and you start, you know, separate it, you want parts. I can come back and separate this later. He got okay parts, you know what I'm saying? It's not about that right now. This video ain't about parting the hair. You know, his roots are already interlocked. So, you know, we've been trying everything to get this boy hair to lock. So anyway, you take these and you twist them up. Twist it just a little bit, not too much. And you come on down here to close to the root. You take this. You know, this one is 1.3 millimeters. You take it down here. Kendrick, stop, what? You take it and you just in and out as you're twisting it. Just right in there. And you know you want to get it from every angle. And you basically, I know I'm doing it fast, but if I slow down and show you, you're just sticking it in and pulling it out. And in and out, like you're sewing. Like it's a sewing needle.
You just twist while you do it. I'm gonna do a video and show y'all his whole head once I'm done, but I've been searching all over for a salon or a dreadlock shop that can do this. You know, and if your hair is straighter than this, you're gonna have to tease it with a comb first. I'm gonna show a video on that too, I guess, I don't know. But, so you just keep, Keyshawn, come here. Get Zane. So anyway, you just keep poking in and out. You turn it, poke in and out some more. No, you're not pulling it all the way out. You just tangling it up. You twist it as you do it. Almost. And once I get done, it's gonna stay, but I like to go back over it and get it nice and tangled. I'm trying to create a nap, you know, because his hair won't naturally really nap up. He get what they call snarls. You know, I get, so you have to go back and do this. So the tip, you want the tip to be blunt, so you kind of just fold it over, twist it a little bit, and then come in at this angle. Kendrick, stop. And you just kind of come in, stick it in, and just kind of massage it, rub it through there, pull it through.
So here we are, months later. I went and did his hair. You know, these tips are actually kind of blunt. He's got a lot of frizz. I haven't touched him up in a while. You know, but this is what the dreads look like, an individual dread. It's nice, it's circular, the tips are blunt. You can see it's a lot of frizz on there, but that's okay because when I come back with the crochet hook and go over it, that's just gonna strengthen the dread and make it even more nappy. Let me see if I can get the camera to focus that close. Sorry it's blurry like that, y'all, but anyway, this is what they look like. His dreads, he got, I mean, look at me, Charles. You see, he got a bunch of them, but he got frizz at the base because I didn't come back through. I got to clean up his parts. It's just hard for me to hold the camera and do a video and show y'all how I clean up his parts, but the crochet hook method turned out to be the winner, you know. The only reason it looks like this is because I've been busy working, so I haven't touched his hair, and I haven't touched his hair in months. This is not focusing well. It's all good though. Yeah, so his dreads are individuals, you know, and they've been like this. They didn't stay up. You know, wash them or whatever. They just fine. They stay like this. The tips are all blunt, but he got an issue of messing with them, so he'll try to take one of the tips down. And the way you do this with the crochet hook, you know, I demonstrate on one of his. Let me see one of the ones that he done took the tip down. That's a good tip. Let me go down here. Go down here. Tilt your head a little bit, Travis. This one, I think. Yeah. You see how fuzzy? Well, I mean, that one's still kind of hard. But anyway, I haven't crocheted him in a long, long time. What you have one here? This tip. This is an example right here of a tip. You see, the tip is just fluffy hair. Now, you can get that tip to be blunt like my finger, you know, with the crochet hook. You just gotta go over it. The only reason this tip looks like this, it's been like 3 months since I last crocheted his hair. I just been letting it kind of do its own thing. The only reason it looks like this is because he got bored and started tugging at it and pulling at the strings and pulled it apart. Even though I told him not to, even though it spends a lot of time. But yeah, that's the only reason that tip looks like that. Most of the tips are this one too. See, this one is kind of bad, it's coming apart. You know, that's just from him messing with them. But typically the tips are gonna look like this, nice and flat. And all of this frizz, I'm about to take the crochet hook, and what you do is you push the crochet hook through gently. You don't want to damage the hair. You push it through, it grabs the hair, you pull it back through. And you just do that until the whole dread is nice and cylindrical, circular, and frizz free. Now when I go down, I'm gonna go down, you see he got a lot of new growth. I'm gonna go down all the way to and part his hair and do each one. I'm about to do one real quick for y'all so y'all can see. It just takes hours to do his whole head. And then you can just leave it alone for months and it'll be all right. This is after months and months of not being messed with. So the frizz has built up a little, the frizz has built up a lot. Look at me, Charles. The frizz has built up a lot, and but the parts still kind of remain. That's the good thing about dreadlocks. They stay parted. The parts are down in there, and all you gotta do is just go in here with the crochet hook, part it, and then just come down to the roots and just redo the dread. And they're gonna look nice. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. All right, so what you wanna do is you just wanna go down in here and take the back of the crochet hook or a comb or whatever, and you just wanna part the hair. And to part it, you know, it's simple. I do a video on parting hair. Parting hair is easy. You just separate the hairs to get a nice little block. The original lines should be in there. You just gotta dig them out. Really, I take a comb and kind of hold this hair back. I didn't know he had this much new growth. Kind of get in there a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so you take it and you go right down the line and you just let the hair go to whichever side it goes to. Boom. That's good enough right there. And there. Now see here, what you want to do here on this part, you just want to take this crochet hook, the back of it, and you kind of want to just start at the top and pull and get the hairs to go to the dreadlock that they're supposed to go to. Now you got this last side right here, you just go down here and pull it, and you're not breaking the hairs. You're just separating them. Separate them. There. And come here, and whatever hair doesn't belong with the dread, it'll come away. See here, we got it's not a clean part, so you just go right in here, you do that, that hair goes with that dread. So now here goes circle, go around there. All right, so see we got a pretty much a clean part. You know, I'm not really worried about it right now because his hair really takes all day, so I'm not planning on that. So the next step you want to do is you want to take, you get right in here. Yep. See the parts? So you want to take and twist it. Start twisting. Zoom back a little bit. I hope y'all can see. You just start twisting it. Make sure you don't get too much strands of hair in there that don't belong in there. It really doesn't matter that much. And now you take this side of the crochet hook, and you want to be careful. You don't want to pull his hair apart and break it. But you take this portion of the crochet hook, look down, Charles, and don't twist it up too tight. Now all I'm going to do is just push it through. I pushed it through to the other side. See, it came through to the other side. Now it's gonna grab all of those stray hairs, and then I just pull it back through to this side. Zoom in real close there. Now when I back up a little bit, so it stays focused. And see, when I pulled it back, you see it's holding on to some hair. These are the hairs from the other side. You don't have to let them go or anything. You just kind of sew them back in. Push it through again, back through to the other side, and just pull it out. That's what it looks like in slow motion. Now, you just do this all around the root from every angle. I know you can't really see what's happening, but what's really happening behind my fingers is the same thing that just happened right in front of you. I'm just pushing it through and pulling it out. You don't want to push too hard or pull too hard because you will break the hair, and you don't want to damage it more than, you just don't want to damage it. You want to take care of the hair. So I'm just going in and out down here around the root. Be careful because mixed people mostly be tender-headed. So you don't want to push and pull too much. But in and out all through there to get these, what you're getting is the stray hairs, twisted. You see, you're just getting you a clean part. Clean enough anyway. You just go in there. In and out, in and out. From every angle, and you can go fast, but just be careful. And the size of this, you see 1.3 millimeter. It's real small. Now you just, after you get down here a little bit, you wanna get in and out, and get the bottom locked. You're creating that nap. Now you see all of this frizz, all of this frizz here. This is fine. This is actually a good thing, because what you're gonna do is you're just gonna, as you work your way up the hair, you're just gonna stitch that in there. You go in and out while you're turning it.
Mama.
Hold on a second, Kendra.
Mama, I was exercising on the thing you do. Can I show you what I was exercising on?
Mm-hmm.
The thing you do that with.
You're just in and out.
There.
So you can imagine, just by me doing this one, once his whole head is done, it's gonna look like he really just got a fresh retwist. And I'm doing this for time's sake. Normally I would take my time and go a lot slower and make sure I got every single strand, because you can make some really clean looking dreads this way. You just using this, going in and out. It's a little harder right here because I'm not gonna lie, he got a knot right there from back when we took him and got it interlocked. Some of them I combed out the interlocks, but some of them I didn't. It's not really gonna matter. Any nap in a dread is good, Personally, I don't recommend interlocking unless you absolutely have to. This crochet method is the best, hands down, for straight hair. And once again, you don't want to get all strong with the hair. You want to go from every different angle, but you don't want to get strong with the hair and just start breaking it. See what I mean? You want to do as little damage as you can getting through here on this dread. And if it gets stuck in there, you just wiggle it, it'll come out. But you want to work your way out. You don't want to yank it out and pull too hard and damage it. You want to protect the hair. And I wish I could have showed y'all the video of how I started it when I very first did. That's a useful video. I mean, that's a useful information. Maybe I'll make a video of it with doll's hair or something eventually, so you can see how to back comb it and tease it and get it all matted and napped up before you start doing this. It just helps to tangle it up. And see, now I'm taking all of this frizz and just wrapping it around there. You see how clean that is now? Can you get that against with this on the back? See how clean that is now without all the frizz and stuff? And now you got a clean part. When you do the whole head like this is how the dreads stay for months and months. His just hasn't, he got all this fuzz and frizz and everything because I haven't touched his hair in
over 90 days. And then once you get to the tip, here's the tricky part, but it's also the best part, is you turn it at an angle, and see it's already, so you can come in low right around here and just stick this in here and come up. And what I like to do is I like to take some of this frizz and wrap it around this tip just a little bit and pull it through. Go up and pull it through. You're not really gonna be able to see the crochet hook while I'm holding it together, but that's how you make the tips nice and blunt. And they'll stay as long as you don't touch them and take them down, you know. And this just works better than getting them retwisted and spending all that money. You just grab a crochet hook. You don't have to be a professional. All you're doing is pushing it in and pulling it out. Now that I've got it in, I'm gonna set this down and get it against here for me, please. Like an angle, like straight at this. And you take it and you just kind of give it a little palm roll up. And look at that. You see that? And it will stay. It will stay just like this. I mean, I could go back over this tip a little bit more and get a little more of that frizz in there. But look all the way down to the root, you see? And all the way up. That's what they look like. And now you can do his whole head like this, and they will be just fine. You can do his whole head just like this. It's real easy to do. Just buy you a little crochet hook. I got mine from Michael's. Now, don't be deceived by all these parts in his hair. This is because I haven't touched it in forever. And I'm not gonna sit down here and do all of his hair right now either. But that's how you do it, man. He looks so cool when all his dreads were up. I'm sorry I didn't post that video, but I didn't even take a video. I just did it. I was so tired after all this hair. Down to the roots. Like, to do his whole head like this, you know, he got so many different dreads. You see this one needs to be redone. You see the tip is still blunt though, but you can come back in and I can stitch all that in. Plus I gotta go down and re-separate the parts and stuff. But they'll all look just like this. And that's how you do mix people dreads with a crochet hook. You only gotta upkeep it every few months. I just like to let it grow. Look at me, Charles. Yeah, so obviously right now he needs me to redo it. I've just been busy working. But all the frizz and fuzz will get sucked right up into the dread and make it stronger and thicker and better looking.